Star Wars Squadrons.
Yes.
Are you excited about this, Will?
I am. It's a little different than what I was expecting when they first like
What were
teased
you
the.
expecting?
Okay, so what they presented makes it look a lot more like X-Wing and TIE Fighter on PC, which was more like simulation
Ooh, I
based.
love that game.
I was
When I was
expecting
like
more,
4.
yeah. I was expecting more like Rogue Squadron or Starfighter, which is a bit more arcadey. Um, but that said, what they presented looks nice. It's all from first person perspective. It's just you in your cockpit, basically.
Yeah, so that's what they said, and that's all the gameplay footage they showed. But some of this footage is third person, but the actual gameplay is first.
Yeah, which is weird that they would like commit to that, which makes me feel like this is going to be like much more simulation heavy.
Yeah.
And then in terms of like, a standard dogfight, which is weird because the Star Wars games that EA has been making have been consciously made to be more casual friendly, not necessarily like hardcore focused.
I loved Rogue Squad. I also like the X-Wing games, but
Yeah.
I loved Rogue Squadron for its arcadiness.
Right.
It's like ridiculous and like awesome, and there's like a lot of like story in the levels of Rogue Squadron and Rogue Leader and all of those games. And it's really cool to play some of the stuff that you see in the movies.
Yeah.
This seems like just they just ripped the dogfights from Battlefront and just made a game out of it.
Kinda. Yeah.
It's $40,
which is weird.
That tells me that it's going to be a smaller game.
Yeah.
It's got a whole campaign though. You create two characters, a rebel and a
Imperial,
the bad guy.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it looks. I love the Rogue Squadron game, so I really want this to be good, and I really want to try it.
Yeah,
and it's coming this year.
Yeah, and it will have multiplayer. It'll be 5-on-5. They made a very big deal that there will be no microtransactions. So you don't have to worry about that anymore.
I feel like there's a big focus on multiplayer.
Yeah,
I have zero interest in playing like a flight simulator multiplayer game.
I would have more of an interest if I personally knew more people who would be playing it. Like, this is not the type of game that you want to jump in with 5 randos and,
that is true.
fly around. This is definitely a game you want to do with your friends.
That is true. I just hope it's at least a little bit like Rogue Squadron. I really miss those types of games. But I don't have a lot of faith in EA Star Wars right now.
Well, I mean, Jedi Fallen Order was good. Apparently
I have not played that.
It's good. It's not what you're expecting at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Souls-like in terms of the way the combat is, and a lot of it just the gameplay. Like, there's one part that basically turns into a Sonic the Hedgehog level.
Is it the sliding?
The sliding.
Yeah, I've seen that with the Lost Woods level music, the Sonic 2 level.
Yeah. There's a lot of that though. Like, there's a shocking amount of that for a Star Wars game.
Well, I'm excited for this. I'm going to play it. I assume that the campaign's going to be very short.
Probably.
For $40, And it unfortunately, no Switch version, which you could have guessed.
Yeah.
But no, this looks good. This is a good idea. I'm excited. I hope it's not just a rip from Battlefront.
I don't think so, because it's EA Motive, who it's like they're a new studio specifically designed to make this game. I know they helped with Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
But that was mostly a DICE game.
So. Well, Motive did the single player for Battle.
But was there any?
I can't just say, I have to think. Is it Battlefield or Battlefront?
Yeah. The problem, like, this was bad enough 10 years ago. it's even worse now that the same company makes both games.
Yeah, and they feel the same.
Yeah.
But no, they made the same. Motive made the single player for.
Okay, was there Starship combat in Battlefront?
Yes,
Single
in the new
player?
one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I think that they just ripped that from this.
Okay.
They just ripped that and made this, I should say. This takes place after Jedi, like right after Jedi.
Yeah.
So I like that time period. That's a good time period. Anyway, I'll get it. It looks cool. Is there a date?
Later this year. I don't know if there's an official
I'm
date.
Scroll right to the end here. Launching. Oh, October 2nd.
There you go.
Straight up date. All right, and that was cool. I was cool with that.